It's about time. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome. I've been waiting for this for a few hours. Hey Mitchell, hey BB McNichol and PF Dennis. Hey Derek, hey Josh. Hey Jeff and Doom. Hey Thomas and Kittrell and Shrimp Father Martin. Hi Cookie and Pupaway Turtle Crawler. Shammy and Nurglerod and John. How are folks? Been a long time since we chatted. Hey Reth, hey Truck Guy, Admiral Adama and R3D Remy, Sir McSquishy and Queasy Diver. Hey Rick and Brent and Stefan and Alec, Poity, Derek, thanks for the gifted memberships. We've been waiting for this since FormNext. I had no clue that this existed before FormNext. So it is very much something I'm excited to open up, and that's what we're gonna do tonight. Oh, that's good, Putty. I'm glad to hear that. Hey, Rep Up. Hey, Anthony and Sean. Hey, Daniel. KA009. Jal and Brian. Lots of people. Lots of people. Late? Late here. Oh, it's late. Yes, it is late. So back to kind of like a Tuesday stream, right? But I wasn't going to wait until the weekend. It's a good looking kitty box, exactly. Hey, Keith. Good to see ya. Hey, Going DH and Rob, Spectra AD3DP and Noxcar. Okay, this is what we're going to be opening. So this is a Prusa Core One, which is a Core XY MK4 based printer, new printer from Prusa. You're going to tear it down to put it back together? No. At some point I will be doing an upgrade to my older Mark IV. Well, it's now a Mark IV. It started as a Mark IIIS. And it's going to be a Mark IVS. But at some point I'm going to do that as the full upgrade path. So, nice shirt. I got this one, this particular shirt. See, it's the home and end. This particular one I got at Smurf. I got one at FormNext. It's orange, but it's a 2XL. I grabbed the wrong one. So, hey Lithios. Anyway, Core One. I was really pleased with it. Really pleased with what I saw. It'll be interesting to see how it works out in practice. We will not be doing too much beyond just unboxing it and getting it to print. So really it's about the process here, the build process. Similarly, it'll be about the setup and print process here today. So, hey Lithios, hey the Ranch Kid and Kenny, Raj. Big box for the kitty cats, yep. Hey Stephen Poole. So let's go to the Core One page here. What's really interesting about this, which kind of I think blew me away for sure, is that there's an upgrade path from the Mark IV to this. It uses a lot of the Mark IV parts. That's how they can get the economies of scale, get a European manufactured product at the price they did. So I'm pretty sure I don't have the fish. So anyway, it uses an extruder. It has the same screen, but it is in a stamped steel enclosure. So carefully call it a conversion and not an upgrade. Okay, that's a good distinction. Hey Rudy. Brent and Tanner. Kind of wild the Mark IV can turn into a Core One. Yeah, looking at the parts, the only thing you don't use from a Mark IV, the major components, the things you don't use from a Mark IV when doing the conversion is the frame, the Y carriage, and 2 rods. So, I've heard the fish story. I don't remember the fish story enough to retell it. I was fortunate enough at FormNext to be invited to the little pre-release preview on this. They talked about it there. Don't remember it. So the 8mm rods. There are 4 8mm rods in a Core, or in a Mark IV. In a Mark IV, there are 4 8mm rods. You don't use 2 of them. I just don't know which they are. If it's the X or Y rods that you don't use. On a Mark IV, the Z rods are 10mm, and those are now the Y rods on the Core One. So those parts useful for anything else, I wonder. The rods are probably useful, but the frame and the Y carriage, you might be able to find something to do with them, but I'm not sure. Hey Vince and Brent. So let's just get to it. Let's get this thing unboxed. So I've got this. I've got it on a cool little hydraulic table. I don't have a cat there, so the cats are wandering. They're about to be there though. Let's see how long it takes. Oh. There you go. I'll turn you around. There. Yeah, there we go. So I have gotten rid of the, is there anything else here? Yeah. I have gotten rid of any address stuff on the box, so we're good to go here. Let's get it open. Hi, Jose. Hey, Sanity. Rods or rails, what does everyone prefer? Well, in general, in important spots, rails. This has a rail on X, so. Hey, John. Okay, we got stuff. Power cord. Updated handbook. Stickers and startup. We have here. Thank you for purchasing the Prusa Core One. The very important Haribos. Think your cats are eager to jump into that box? I think so too. I think so too. We've got some of the little plastic rivets, little grease, and IPA wipe. Oh, I got a steel sheet, 2 steel sheets. Ooh, is that normal? Do they normally come with 2 steel sheets? Awesome. I don't remember seeing 2 in other unboxings. There's some vibration bars, anti-vibration bars. Only 1 sheet? I got 2. Must be a little bit special then. USB drive. And then roll of Filament. Galaxy Black. Full roll. Let me set this down here. My XL came with 1 smooth sheet. Okay, let me make some room here. Kenner Curator got 2 with his review sample. So technically, I don't think this one is a review sample. That's why I don't think it'll have a fish. Okay, so step 1 is pull off this top. Okay, all of this goes, and I'm gonna put this up out of the way because Oscar has been infatuated with chewing on foam. Pull this up out of the way, and then there are some handles that get pulled up here to pull this out. Now, nice thing about this is it is hydraulic. Oh. Oops, it went down quicker than I thought. So I can at least not have to lift it all the way out of there. Hey Mark, hey Wind Farms, Enrique. Okay, so the good side effect of scaring the cats away is Felix isn't on the bench now. That did not take any time at all. Oh, sorry for the shaky cam. Jeez, got all the things in the way of the camera. Okay, well, he's out now. Oh boy. Okay. That did not take long at all. Oh yeah, my Snap-on there is from the very early 80s. It was my dad's. Media box inspection, I think he was in the box before the printer got to the table. I know, I heard him jump. Thinking the Core One was out. Must be my new home. I'm sure they'll find their way back in there. Here we are. Let me get this. Okay. Sweet. Saw this today on another video and it makes me want to find 5,000. Is that a different currency? These aren't 5,000. Not in US dollars. A different currency maybe. The second Core One was out. Must be my new home. Yeah. Did you make some kind of stepper motor test station or am I imagining it? I did. Well, a controller test station. It's not progressed. Hey, Orion. You have the same Snap-on. Nice. Hey, Josh. Been missing the weekend streams. Haven't been able to catch you live for a bit. Well, thanks for being here now. Okay. Let's see. We have this. We have a big red warning. Do not clean clear panels with IPA. Use only alcohol-free cleaners. So there is a... We go to the Prusa site, get up here and go to help and go to assembly manuals. There is a Core One section here, but it's not the full assembly manual yet. I'm curious when that's going to be, released. I mean, I imagine when the kits are out, but I can also imagine that there's some value to having a information on how to work on this for those with the fully assembled one. Dremel on its side reminds me of the old Dremel or GD printers. Someone said it looks like a microwave on its side. Okay, preparing the package. We did that. And then we removed the cardboard. Okay. Hey, Rod. Sure, I'm zoomed all. Yep. Box here with stuff. Is ready to give a big old scratch on my desk, my bench. Yes, that's a box you can stand on. Or at least cardboard you can stand on. Away. Hey, Kegel. Open source microwave, what could possibly go wrong? Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Hi, Biney. Oops. Okay. Oh, those are ribbon cable, and I thought it's a miracle that USB drive didn't snap off. Yeah, they don't ship it with the display on it because that was the weak point in the packaging. So that was a weak point in the packaging. Not even going through the manual. I am. Right here. See? Remove that, remove that. It says remove this. Now you completely remove the cardboard from the printer. Did that. Hey, George. Those pull out, and we pull the box out. It's a little different shape than in the picture there. And we're gonna put the LCD on. So. Because we all know you have the printer force. Printer force was guiding you. Oh. What made you get the Core One? Sorry if I missed the reason. I just joined the stream. I just got excited about it. I mean, my first Prusa experience was pre-ordering the Mark III in fall of 2017. And I think that they've done a good job with, in general, with the stuff that I've had experience with. And when I saw that they were doing a Core One with the Mark IV build sheet, it all fits within, it's an enclosed printer. I got excited about it. You know, I got excited about the Magneto X and I bought it. I thought it was cool. I thought it was worth buying. So this is a similar vein. I think it looks cool. I think it's going to be a good tool. I hope it's going to be a good tool. So I bought it. Now, yeah. No polystyrene gets my thumbs up. There's a little bit of stiff foam in here. There is. It's not all cardboard, but there's very little of it. Steve, just like all printers, because they're printers. Yeah. So effectively, so without getting into a big long story, effectively, this printer is half provided by Prusa. I did end up on a list to receive a review unit. I also ordered one. Effectively, it'll end up being about half for me as part of receiving this. So just full disclosure, this effectively did not end up being a full cost printer for me. So how is the Magneto? It was printing good. I did notice recently a couple of brackets in there that actually don't have anything to do with the bed or the frame were bent and must have been from shipping. So I just replaced those, but yeah. That's the very short update on the Magneto. So, speed through the unboxing. Don't know if all printers come with 2 build sheets, but when I ordered the kit, it defaulted to an additional smooth sheet. Oh, I might have. That might be what happened. We got Felix inspection going on. And this is the shirt, matches the shirt. Hey, babies. And we got some tools. And what do we have here? Well, there's not much to that. How does that work? Does this come off? Oh, I think it does. Okay, well, let's get the full Felix inspection going on. Mr. Wiz, thanks for becoming a member. What do you think? Will it do? Will it do? That'll do? Oh, come on. Felix. See if I can get a good picture here. No, that's not chew toy. That's the umbilical. Felix. Yeah, this is going to be a terrible picture. It is way too bright behind there. not gonna let, you are fixated on the Velcro on that. Okay, you cannot chew on that. So let's come out of here. Come on, let's go. Let's get, even if it's a crappy picture, let's get a picture. There we go. Interesting, isn't it? Here, you can go up there. There you go. Now I can't read the thing. Bearded Printer, thanks for gifted memberships. Fuzzy skin game is on point. Anti-vibration feet. Well, it didn't tell me. Did it tell me to turn it back on its side? Gently to turn the printer on its side. It did. It just didn't show me a picture. I was going by pictures. Now Oscar is a little jealous. He wants up here. Okay, I'm supposed to put this on its side. Then I'm supposed to take that thing off. So let's see what we can do about this kitty. Oh yeah, you're not happy because I'm in your way. Yep. Bye, Oscar. Okay. So need to put these anti-vibration things on the bottom, and that's good because it did scratch the snot out of my bench here. Corners of the thing. Yeah, there's no feet on the bottom of this. Here, let's get a view here. So what I want to do today, besides just unbox and print, is if there's any little details that anybody may not have gotten from another stream or unboxing, we can try to look at stuff. I don't know that we'll be able to do everything, but hey, Mike. I don't know that we'll be able to do everything, but we can do what we can. Well, it does technically come with feet and very interesting odors, apparently. Cats are very interested in the new printer. So we got these guys. Oh, there's something. There's a little circuit board down here. I wonder what that is. Is that a... Oh, I think that's a splitter going to steppers. I think there's a little board under here. I didn't know that existed. There's a little circuit board there. Looks like it must be for all the Z, because the Z steppers plug into it. A little breakout board. We have. Okay, you're back there. You're over there. Hey, Kiva. Okay, so I'll go back here. Drink. And I do want to, since I touched all over under here, I don't want to have to put these on, deal with if there's any oils from my fingers on here. So clean off the bottom. Okay. You guys are interested. And this, I think I'm gonna run it up against the, I'm gonna run it up against this ledge here, just so that's an, or I can put it on the, I think wider is better, right? That's what Pontiac says. Wider is better. So let's do that. Hey, Bear Cool. Hey, Bill. Did your printer come with the accelerometer? I don't think so, but I have the accelerometer. Let's put the bottom one on here. Doesn't come with an accelerometer. Okay. Then we're going to put the screen on. Open the door fully, lift the right end of the front bezel and unhook it from the printer frame. Pull the bezel out. Proceed carefully to avoid scratching. Note the cables coming from the printer. I'll address them shortly. LCD assembly, and then we plug those in. Did Prusa send you catnip instead of gummy bears? You would think so. Okay, let's see how this is gonna work out. Well, that doesn't open fully very well like that. Do I set this thing back up on its feet, apparently? Let's do that. This thing comes off. There we go. It does have some magnets there. Set that aside. This guy goes on here. Like that. It did get the MDF good, didn't it? You know, at some point, I need to refinish this anyway. I've got several scratches. It's time. I'm not too worried about it, but I didn't think about that. Looks like, according to the picture, it's stripe up, so it's basically straight in here. Probably should have done this before the... Just like that. And just like that. And this goes on here. Like those are driver in here. It is keyed. Yep. It is keyed, and it came with another Phillips and another pair of pliers. And is it Torx or just a Allen? Let's try this. There we go. All the way in, and then tighten this down. Typically put 2.5 inch or 0.25 inch tempered hardboard on my benches. When we get torn up, unscrew the cheap stuff and replace it with new. Yep. That is a good idea. This just goes right back on here. There we go. Cool. Mounting the LCD, install the, ensure the magnets face upward. Ensure both screws are not fully tightened. Slide the, and fully tighten both screws. That's what I did. Then that goes back on there. And now we get to, I hear peeling the, this is a not very satisfying peel. I hear this is not the best peel. It will probably get better if I just pop these pull the pop rivets. How many Prusas do I have? I have 2 Mark IV. Well, I have 1 Mark IV S. I upgraded my Mark IV to a 4S. I have a 4 that I have the MMU3 on that's about to get upgraded to a 4S. And then I have the Mini. So I have those 2 and a Mini. And 1 more. Does it even need to be peeled? Well, yeah. Plus, we'll get a better look at the inside here, which we might as well do while we're up here. Hey, Griffin. There we go. So we can go ahead and get a look in here since I pulled the rivets. So this is a last minute change. Every Core One that I saw in person, oh, there's the buddy, had a chain, and they decided that the chain was probably too packed and changed to a little swing arm setup. So, hey, Armor 3D. Hold on, I gotta respond to this. Oh, no. I've got extras, but you can't play with that. He just snagged one of the rivets. Okay, sorry about that. Any inspirations to backport to the Trident? I'm going to be looking at this. Just to be honest, I'm going to be looking at this, see if something... there are mods that do that from the center. I think the big problem with the ones that try to use the existing inlet, that's the problem with the existing ones. Coming here from the side is, I think, a better position. Hey, Nat and Cookie. Hey, Andrew. Saw Joseph commented on 3DPN's video about the peel issue. That's good. Let's see. This. Yeah, that's a great. Yeah, everywhere along there. There's no extra binding, no nothing. This comes around and then it doesn't even touch the side of the printer over here at this extreme back corner. That's a good job. No, I didn't get a fish. That's because this is technically an ordered printer. So it didn't go through the influencer process. So I didn't get the camera, that kind of stuff. So that is okay with me though. I was not going to be in the batches of them that have been released. So I get it earlier this way. Where did all of those go? I think I have a little black cat to blame for missing. For missing rivets. There's one. I don't think there was one in every spot back here, but I think there were at least 4 of them. Are there any more underneath the printer? Don't see any. I think we got a little black cat to blame for me missing some of those. So, oh, there's one. I'm still gonna blame the cat. I think there were only 4 up there. I don't know which ones it came out of, but there's spots for 8. We'll try this one without the... The use of rivets on the top is a strange choice. Well, there's rivets all over. They're not terribly difficult to remove. This is what Tom was saying. Let's see if we can get a... There we go. Let's do a stretch. Oops. Come on. Try to do a stretch it out of there. There we go. Will the Tri-Bent get a new frame and be resurrected? The only way that Tri-Bent gets resurrected is if I can reuse that frame. So here's what I'm doing here, and it seems to be working. Is I'm getting all the way up to it, and then I'm stretching this until it comes around, and I'm not leaving any behind now. Hey, Skyrim. Now, at least it's clean. I just watched the video with you and Grant on belting the Trident. Oh yeah, that's a good time. Grant and I have a good time with that. Hey, Chris. Stretch. Exactly. You got to rewind and see the fabulous print this thing printed before it even got started up. This thing is heavy. That's a good thing, but it is heavy. Hey, Bird Bucket. Hey, Frank. Nice and clean, no remnants. Oh, I am gonna do the upgrade from Mark 4S to, oops, well, there's the back. I was trying to turn it around to the front, but there's the back. It's power supply, electronics. We're gonna open that before the stream's over. How did I tear up my hand? Oh, cleaning out gutters. Hey, Morton. Polish up the light card with the beard. I'm leaving beard balm on it is what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Is that all we have to do? We're almost there. We get to power it up and get it going. Okay. Attaching the print sheet, turning it on, setting up the printer. Let's get it going. USB card that came with it. That, and we got a build sheet. I rip the film off and leave the remnants there permanently. And there. Yeah, COZID. Give that sheet a wipe. Seen others have problems. Yeah, I'll clean it up before I start anything. And I think we're just gonna power it on. Got a power cord that's already here. So. Okay. Here we go. New firmware available. File named Flash. Say okay. Big things are going to be right there. So let's. There we go. Get this stuff out of the way. Yeah, so this is the same build sheet size as a Mark IV. However, because of the way the motion system is, you can reach an extra 10 millimeters in Y compared to a Mark IV. And same X. So the Mark IV sheets, where is one? Yeah, well, this is a Mark III sheet, but same thing. It doesn't make sense to have the same patterns on here because the printable area is different. So. Okay, I am English. This is your Prusa Core One printer. I would like to guide you through the setup process. Core One, print head. What do we get to choose there? Nozzle diameter, 0.4. Nozzle hardened. No, but I did place an order. I have the E3D high flow obsidian that's going to go on here. But we're not going to put that on right now. This does not have a camera. Some of the influencer ones went out with a camera. I don't have one. I'm going to get one to try it out, but so print head, nozzle high flow, silicone sockets there, and extruder is stock. So done. It is a touchscreen, but I don't mind using the encoder. I was thinking of upgrading my Mark III's to a 4, but not sure if it's worth it when I look at number of parts that get replaced. From a 3S, I would go straight to a Core One kit. I wouldn't go the upgrade path. I'm doing the upgrade path for content because I upgraded it from a Mark III's to a 3.5, then to a 3.9, and then I bought the steppers to take it to a full 4, and now I'm gonna do the 4S upgrade on a stream here in the next few weeks. So, odd looking Trident I got here. It's a touchscreen without good touch controls. Hey Ethan, welcome. Huge upgrades are not worth it, yeah. You want to connect to the Wi-Fi within the Prusa app on your phone using NFC? Yes, why not? Where's my phone? Throw a G-code pre-slice for a Mark IVS at the Core One given their similarities? That's a good question, Joshua, or Josh. I don't know if you could throw G-code for a Mark IVS at this. Open the Prusa app on your mobile device. Okay. Open the Prusa app. Prusa app, opened. Do I have to log in? New version is available. Okay. Apparently I need to update. Let me update. Would you recommend ordering extra build sheet and the hardened nozzle if you don't own a Prusa? If you are going to print with filled filaments, like either glass filled or carbon filled or glow in the dark, then I would recommend the hardened nozzle. If you're not, then it's an expensive nozzle. But an extra sheet is always nice to have. It comes with a smooth sheet. I have a bunch of these, but I did order a fresh textured sheet along with that hardened nozzle and a roll of filament on a separate order. Voron switch wire, how do you manage print enclosure case latches? Mine always comes as a solid piece without hinges. We'll have to address that one later there, Lucas. That takes my mind in far too different of a direction right now. It would whine about the G-code not sliced for this machine, you're right. Okay, let me update this, sorry. Getting distracted. I have a first order satin sheet. I've never had any luck with it. I have another satin sheet still in a package I haven't tried yet that's from a much newer batch. So my initial impressions of the satin sheet were poor, but I haven't tried the newer one. Is the neck extruder already hardened? The nozzle that comes in this is brass. Hey, Wade. Okay, now let's open this. Updated and opened. Let me get this out of your way there, Felix. Next, next. Do I have to go through the whole setup here? Prusa app, Prusa account login. Fill it in. Okay, not now. MFA. MFA. Where are you? There you are. Use a satin sheet on all my Prusas. Hey, Bob. I'll have to try the newer satin sheet. I'll try my older satin sheet too. Just do a good cleaning on it and see what happens. The fact that it reuses the old sheets was a deciding factor for me. I actually agree. I've always been a big fan of building printers for common sheet sizes. And that is definitely a plus for me for this printer to have it, because I don't print many things that need a build volume larger than this. To the point of I put these sheets on my 250 Vorons and just sacrifice the Y. Okay, I've got my Prusa account here. I've got my 4S. I still named the one the 3.9 to distinguish it and the mini out there. So let's see, open the Prusa app, go to the in-app menu and select Setup Printer Wi-Fi. In-app menu. And set up printer Wi-Fi. We'll guide you through setting up your Wi-Fi on your printer. We're gonna do a Core One. We've got a Felix in the box. Okay, I'm going to take the foam out because, oh, geez, you got hops. These cats have discovered their hops. Oh. Let's get it on the network. Let's see, that's good. Continue. Okay, so now it's saying NFC. Now we'll transfer the Wi-Fi settings to your printer. Select your preferred method. We're going to do NFC. Ready to scan. We go back here. Oh, unable to connect to printer. It says, try again. There we go. Successfully. Wi-Fi successfully set up. I think I waited too long before I went back there. Do you want to connect it to the Prusa app now? Yes. Who we got? See you, 3D Wolf. Thanks for stopping by. The Core One is due tomorrow. It's supposed to deliver today, but customs. Got my S upgrade for today. So fun rebuild time, yeah. Prusa would like to access the camera. This app needs camera access to scan a QR code. Allow. You can find the QR code on your Wi-Fi credentials loaded. Apply credentials. Okay. Connecting to it. I think it's gonna want to sync the printer into after this. Successfully connected to the network. You know, fully use all network features on the printer. Okay. Set up Prusa Connect. You want to add Prusa Connect? Yes. Registering the printer to Prusa Connect. Is there anything I needed to do there? Hide that. The QR code, you're right. Here, I'll do this. There we go. There we go. Printer name. Core One. Finish. Printer location. Okay. Finish. Oh, there we go. Printer successfully added. View printers. Okay. I'm debating, but I think I'll move the Mark IV to the bare frame while I do this upgrade. Cool. Free t-shirt. Yeah, I got this at, this one I got at Smurf. Prusa Connect setup is not finished. Do you want to exit and abort the process? No. Registration successful. I think I had my thumb in the front of anything that might have been there. I hope. It doesn't matter. Reset it if I need to. Continue at Connect Prusa. Okay. Printers. Yep, there's the Core One. Oop, 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 oop. There we go. Okay. Today is not Saturday. Yeah. Hey, Richard. And I think can I just leave? Run self-test and calibration now. Self-test and calibration. Let's go down, up. Yes. Before you continue, make sure the print sheet is installed on the heat bed. It is. Okay. Woo! Fans at full blast are it's scaring the cat. It's okay. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. That freaked Felix out. I'm sorry. This has got to be the view. Poor guy. What is this? Close the door to prevent air drafts, burns, and other desirable effects. Felix was not happy. Just a FYI, we are streaming, so there will be a Polymaker filament giveaway. It'll be at the end of stream. It's not going to be that long. I don't want to guess. If it seems like it's taking too, if we're here for too long, then I'll just do it at some point. Let's put it this way. It'll either be at the end of stream or 2 hours from now. Let's put it, or 2 hours from the start. So an hour from now. PF Dennis, thanks for gifted memberships. So it'll either be an hour and 6 minutes from now or when we're done. How loud is it? I mean, you can hear it. I don't know how to compare it. Doing the same process, I feel like it's louder than the Mark IV. No box turtle giveaway. Yeah. Okay, what does it say now? Load cell test. Okay. I go here and you tap the thing. Tap, tap. Oh, it had some orange filament on there. You did not tap the nozzle. Let's retry. Continue. Okay, continue. Okay. Oh, I'm waiting. It has a countdown. I'm not counting down. I'm not waiting. Load cell test passed okay. You gotta wait until it's done counting down. What is this? Close the door to prevent. Why are there so... I think this is just more QR codes, but I don't think they matter. Close the door. Okay. Hey, James. You know, it says something that Felix is a good inspector, that he got scared and he's still around. He got right back next to it. For a guy who loves a countdown, not patient. Now I think it's gonna calibrate the Z by running it to the end. Yep. Z axis. Now it's gonna do heat break status. Barry, thanks for becoming a member. Hey Kilo, welcome. Felix waiting for the heat. Wow. Is it louder than a bread box? Yes. This is a pop-up stream, kind of like those pop-up stores. What's it testing right now? Heater. It's heating. Do you know if they have any plans for a multi-material system for this? MMU3. It's what implementation is going to be the final is what the question is. It'll be an MMU3. But how it's going to be configured is a good question. Hey, Amanda. The kitties are getting big. Did everybody see the picture that I got of them during mid-stream yesterday? April loved that picture. Felix was sitting on top earlier. It flexes in a little bit, but he was sitting on it earlier. If folks haven't seen that picture, it's on my Discord and I posted it to Blue Sky. Now it is preparing the heat bed. It's testing the heater. It's testing the heated bed. That is keyboard. It's not touch any buttons there. Any suggestions for what we should do as our second print? I'm gonna do just the bonkers benchy for a first print. See you, John. Because that's only 8 minutes. I got an 8-month-old kitten about 4 months ago and he was hyper. The shelter had him on sedatives. He's fine now because he gets a lot of play. Yeah, that's a big difference. These guys are, in 2 days, will be 8 months old. Geyer Anderson cat in black to compare with Felix. New mount for the E3D piezo board. Oh. We could do the low poly cat. Not sure if it has been fixed. There's a firmware bug that will crash if you open the door. Yeah, I saw that. I saw Grant discovered that. Oh, what's it say? The gearbox calibration is only necessary for user assembled or service gearboxes. So we're gonna skip that. And we need to start without filament in the extruder. Please make sure there's no filament in the filament sensor. Continue. Is filament in the filament sensor? No, I told you to continue. Oscar is bigger by a pound or so. And you're right. I think I need to pick up another bed. Charlie was a good boy. Absolutely. Insert the filament into the extruder until the sensor detects the filament. No. Okay, first prints on this are not going to be the black that it came with. I am going to use the Galaxy Red that I ordered because this stuff looks really cool. Just pause the print head front when the door opened. This is a gorgeous color. Come on. Yeah. Look at that. That is an awesome color. Am I giving this printer away? Where are, oh, get that out. There's the end. Oh, there. You know what? I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this. Let's put this here. It has filament in it. I did not know it had filament in it. That's hilarious. It may have had filament. We have to redo that test. We have to redo that test because it had filament in it. Let's abort and let's do the filament sensor calibration again. And we want to unload. I'm guessing that's PLA. I didn't notice it had filament in it. I should have known because when I touched for the touch test on the bottom of the extruder, a little piece of orange ooze broke off. Oh, It was in there from the factory. Yep, you folks have seen every bit of my experience with this printer so far. You know, Galaxy Red was finally available now. As of like Friday. As of Friday when I ordered this and the obsidian nozzle and a spare sheet. Look at that tip. No stringing. Might as well use this as my test. Did I use this as a test? Filament sensor test? Use this. Okay, is the filament in the filament sensor? No. Insert the filament into the extruder until the sensor detects the filament. Chris, welcome. Thanks for being a member for 33 months. Monday stream, yep. Okay. Filament inserted. Press continue. Calibrating. Do not remove filament. Remove filament to finish. There we go. Filament sensor calibrated. Tangle the spool. How's everything so far? So far, so good. Not snipping that bent end. It's fine. Continue. Okay, we're ready to print. We are ready to print. What is on here? Let's go print. We've got a keychain. So I got some pretty strong reactions to not print a benchy. Where am I going? Pretty strong reactions to not print a benchy. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. This is 99% IPA and a brand new towel that I had grabbed right before cleaning for the feet, so. We need something quick. So first print I want to be super quick, and then we'll start something bigger. I don't know what that bigger thing might be. Just wonder why they use a single driver for all 3 steppers. The upgrade path and cost. So this uses the same controller board as a Mark IV, and uses the same controller board as a Mark IV. So there's no extra stepper drivers to drive 3 steppers, and it's okay. In the way this is set up to, as long as it's trammed, you're fine. Should be like 15 minutes or less. I feel like, let's see what's on the thing. Let's see what's on it. We got a keychain. That is 9 minutes. Got a keychain dual color, a benchy, a spatula, which is 20 minutes. I think we go up from there. Lighthouse, robot alpaca, rocket engine, plate overhang test. How long is that? 5 hours, nope. We can do the keychain, I guess. So we need to return, and we're going to load filament and PLA. Close the door. I'm going to turn that off. Bradley, thanks for becoming a member. Single stepper belted Z works fine on X1C, will be fine on the Core. I far prefer what Prusa is doing here to tying the steppers together with a belt. I do not like that. It might, I mean, let me backtrack a little bit on that. For a commercial printer that's set up like that they're supporting to do that, whatever. For a DIY project, I've done the connected belt thing. I don't like it. It's far too fiddly to set up. I want to slice something, but for this first print, I think I'm just going to do the keychain. You guys want out. Okay, you can get out. You're going to want to come back in though, so we're just going to leave that open. There you go. Bill, thanks for being a member for 33 months. Which printer is getting kicked out of the hood? You know me. Nothing's getting kicked out. So it wanted me to close the door to do this. Is it going to complain when I open it? No. Okay. That's pretty fun. It's going to live in the Phoenix. Shed number 2 inbound. Okay, we are going to print, and this is fine. Yes. And return. Like I said, I want to do a pre-slice thing, so we're going to print the keychain. Tweezers. Where's my tweezers? It's probably gonna say, close the door. Actually, let's go back. Let's go turn, what settings? Where is the door? G-code, input shaper, user interface. Let's try that. No? Hardware. Door sensor. Off. Disable. Okay. And yeah. Turn. Now we can do this. At least printers, 3 printers inside the Phoenix. Oh yeah. When are you buying a house with an even bigger garage? When I retire, I have no ability to do anything like that until I retire. We are doing a quick keychain. It's 9 minutes just to get a print out of this. Print. It is touchscreen, but I don't mind using the encoder. Sorry. Let's see how this does. There we go. It does a check like that. It doesn't do that every time, Josh. It is sensorless homing, and it does a lot of stuff within the firmware. The Mark IV does that too. If you've powered it off or done something weird, it'll do extra test. It's basically another X and Y axis check. Hey, Ballador. Did I get a new camera? No, this is a Sony a6400. This is actually my oldest camera that I'm still using. I do have the vents open. It's got the vents on top. Just curious about belt tension. Same lens. Hey, Neriku. Welcome. Yeah, where is there? Yeah, there's LEDs right here. Right behind here. And then a little status LED bar underneath the bed. Is noise yes, noise cancellation is active. We can try turning that off. Filters. We can turn off the noise suppression. Okay, noise suppression is off, so it is heating up. Well, it says right now it's trying to bring the chamber temperature down from 22 to 20 C. What happens if it can't? What happens if it can't? What happens if you're trying to print this thing in the summer? I don't think I can skip. It's part of the... Yeah. Put it in the fridge. We'll repurpose the cat cam. Oh, it's 21. It's almost 21. It looks like when it hits 21, it's okay. Within 1C. Yep. Now it's doing nozzle cleaning. Hopefully that camera in the corner is good for this, a good... We add a carbon filter. So Prusa has a filter that's supposed to release in a month or two. So I will be trying that. Just open the vent at the top for PLA, no need to open the doors. Correct. Ryan, I'm not planning on getting a kit. I am planning on upgrading one of my Mark IV S's, which is going to be basically the same process, just with extra steps of disassembling the old printer. So, open the garage door, yeah. I like the flip fan, makes access to the nozzle great again. This is true. Good visibility on the nozzle. When you slice in Prusa Slicer, you can tell it what these chamber temperatures should be. So this isn't fixed. It doesn't, 20 is not a fixed value. Oh, that red is nice. That red is so nice. They've teased making the next extruder available, but it just hasn't happened yet. Hey, Garrett. Yeah, I saw Nero's videos. This is the new Galaxy Red from Filament. It went on sale at the same time as the kits. So I ordered an upgrade kit, and then on a separate order, so I didn't have to wait for it, I ordered the extra build sheet, the obsidian nozzle, and this filament. Would it make sense to add some fans over the top grills? I don't know, but I don't think so. I have a spare extruder motor, gears, heatsink, load sensor. For you have an XL, right, Kilo? And noise filter is still off. You bought the extras separately? Yeah. Hey, Pathetic Puma. Yeah, it's cooking pretty good. Salvador, this printer uses printed parts. This printer uses very few printed parts. I think the count is like 11. That might be in just the gantry, but it's very few printed parts. And everything inside in the chamber is Prusament's PCCF. Dext, this is my very first print on this. You could replace the printed parts with this filament as accent pieces, but then it wouldn't be PCCF. And they don't make this Galaxy Red in an ASA. They need to make this Galaxy Red in an ASA. I would buy like a whole 2 rolls of it. Any other PCCF brands that you'd recommend? I've just done some stuff with the Ambrosia PCCF, and it's printing really nice. The cool thing about that is you can get it in a couple of colors. You can get it in red and blue, as well as black. This Prusa PCCF is absolutely gorgeous coming off of a Prusa though. They have their profile in Prusa Slicer dialed for it. I've done all of my PCCF black, the Prusa stuff, on my Mark IV. The Ambrosia stuff I've done on a Trident. Galaxy Blue, yeah. The Galaxy Purple is pretty nice too. I have a roll of that. Was the advertised speed of this printer? I don't know. Advertised speeds are mostly useless because they're usually advertising travel speeds. Hi, Rebecca. See you, Derek. Have a good one. I do like Atomics Blue and Red. Carbon Fiber PET G. Mm-hmm. Is the nozzle not turned to the left? Yeah, it's turned that way to center it along the cooling ducts, and that's the direction the cooling ducts are coming from. It's not a symmetric tool head to begin with, so. I think you're a few minutes behind there, Bradley. Mystic Green. I don't have any of that. I don't think. This is new, the new Galaxy Red from Prusa. Can you wish my wife Rebecca happy birthday? Happy birthday. Is this the Rebecca that's in chat right now? Happy birthday, or is that just a coincidence? Happy birthday, Rebecca. Not you, okay. What are the accelerations on Prusa Slicer? We can look at that. We can look at that when we actually slice something. That was a pretty good coincidence then. I've been printing a lot of Fusion ABS. They have so many nice colors. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do my Tic Tac, which is the next build I'm doing with Daniel. That should start in just a few weeks. I'm gonna do my Tic Tac in Geomagnetic Mauve. Do you remember to tighten the turbo encabulator before starting this print? No, I did forget to do that. Fusion Uranium Yellow? I don't have any of that. Yeah, so these are 10 millimeter rods on the Y, and then it's 8 millimeter, just 2 in the front. The rear one is floating, which is interesting, and that was very interesting to me when I saw that at FormNext. I chatted with the person who designed this printer. They were the lead designer for this and the HT90. And it was kind of fun chatting with him about some of the challenges of doing the floating rear lead screw. Because when I mentioned that, him and another guy kind of looked at each other and had this knowing grin like, yeah, we did special stuff to make that happen. So I'll be looking at this at some point to see what that special stuff is. I know there's some compliant mounts, I think, in the base for the steppers that's part of that. These are 6 millimeter belts. Been printing with Polymaker Neon Orange ABS. Holy cow, it's very orange. Any of those neon oranges are very bright. Sent you a DM on Discord about your Ambrosia win. Oh, thank you. I saw it and I forgot to respond. I'm waffling between being extremely boring because I need black or finding something interesting in the new colors. It's hilarious. I have like probably 300 rolls of filament, but it's all colors. And that's the thing about filament. That's the thing about filament is I have a lot of different colors, but I don't have a lot of rolls of the base stuff. So I want to print Torque and Geomagnetic Mauve. He wants flat black. Geomagnetic Mauve is going to look better. Flat black on one of those RC cars, you're going to see every imperfection. You're going to see every imperfection in the flat black. There we go. There's our 9-minute print. Printed the Reaper Polymaker ABS Galaxy Orange. Yeah, I saw that. That looks really good. Freak, I do not have an XL. I have a black box. I have a black box, which is another tool changer. It's an open source community project. That's my current tool changer. And I mostly say that because I know Chris is here. I've been gone for a while, just wondering if you plan to build a stealth changer in the future. I would not mind that being on the project list, but it's not there yet. And I don't know, I haven't done enough research to see what it would take to get it there. So it's far out. If it happens, I don't know if it'll happen or not. How much I use the black box? Well, I just got my filament set up for it. Looking through my filament pile, half of what I have is black ABS in various different makes and models. Yeah, I go through black so much. Black box and XL are, yeah, they're relatively similar cost. Okay, let's. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Clean that off again before I do anything. What are you using for probe setup on the Vorons? All sorts. All sorts, except I have not set up a... And my mic did die. It didn't actually die. I accidentally turned it off. This, I was saying, my little OBSBot camera was giving way too much pink to the color. This is far more true here. So that is a great color. I got to think of something. I got to think of something to print out of this. That is pretty. It is an oval hole because it's an O. It's the O in original. Yeah, I think it is a gold speck in there. Look at that. I am going to get more of that. Okay. I know what I can print because people at work will like it. I'm going to print a, and because I know Bob's here, I'm going to print a model that I made for work cubicles. So I have a headphone holder that I modeled, and I'm going to print that. That's going to be its first print, first sliced print. But solids, forons, and buy all the core ones. No. I like having something like this. If it's anything like my Mark IVs, it will be a very handy, and see, green, print finished. It'll be a very handy printer to have. But, oh, you were talking, Josh, you're talking about you're disassembling your stealth burner. I was trying to follow. I saw you say something about that, and then, yeah. There's more gold sparkle and filament like the galaxy green from Prusa Mint. Now I want that red. This is, okay, it's down to 65 degrees on the nozzle. I want it to, I usually wait until at least under 60 before powering off a printer. How close to 0.2 millimeter does it get with a single layer print? Good question, but we probably won't test that today. With the IO board, you can make it go ding, prints are done. What I was thinking is using that to make a auto vent control. Little servo, little vent control. Ain't going DH. Yeah. You can do that probably pretty easy. Okay, this is good enough. Let's turn it off and let's look at things. What do you guys want to see? I want to see inside the electronics bay. That's my first. We are going to give away a roll of Polymaker filament here in 27 minutes. How is that top panel held on? Little plastic rivets. These little push pop rivets. There we go. So let's see what we have here. See it take the full Steve builds on top. I'm not gonna stand on this. Other people have done it. See it on my desk. Let's see if we can just pull this. Oh, you know what? That's a Torx. I need to get a nice like aluminum handled Torx driver. This is not an upgrade kit. They're not shipping those yet. Those are shipping later. There we are. iFixit kit. Oh, that's true. That's true. Good call. I was going to use the L driver it came with, the Allen driver it came with, but we'll do the iFixit. That's a great idea. Hey, I grabbed the right one first try. I have the LTT screwdriver, but it's in my backpack. I carry it around. I have the LTT one. It's really nice. It's a great fidget toy. They're absolutely right. It's a great fidget spinner. What is it? It is a T10. Yep. Yeah. I have the DeWalt gyro screwdriver. It's great. It's got a lot of torque. Okay. Get this all pointed. That's probably good right there. So this is the same board as the Mark IV. This is just the Prusa Buddy board. This is an add-on board that gives the extra connections here. Always uses too small a compartment and barely long enough wires. This seems okay. You say always uses too small a compartment and barely long enough wires. That's half true. The Mark III was too small a compartment and way too much wire. I think the Mark IV is a pretty good spot for building a kit. So what happens here, Josh, is there's a cable here that ties them together. I think that's the one that ties them together. And then the rest of it are just connections along the top here going to the various functions. This is the main tool head connector down here coming up. They are different connectors, but these are Molex. These are a Molex series. They're not a custom connector. So you can get these. I haven't actually looked into what it takes to crimp them. So it is two boards. Yep. This is the same board that's in the Mark IV, and then this is an add-on board for the Core One. Molex ClickMate. There you go. Everything down, I mean, this all looks similar. It is kind of nice. One of the things that was noticed, let's go here, about the way the electronic or the wiring is here. The power comes in from the side right here, and networking comes in from the side, so you don't have any plugs sticking straight out the back. So as long as you have enough room for the fan up here, you can get this pretty close to a wall. Does it still have the cheese port? What's the cheese port? What's the cheese port? You lost me with that reference. NFC's right behind here. This is a printed part. This is a printed part. This is a printed part, and there's a cover here that's printed between the two that's carrying our 24 volts. Mark IV has a header labeled cheese. Really? Heat bed, power, Excel. Oh, there's an Excel port there. Is that for an accelerometer? ITC is right here. This is your hacker board port. Bed temp. I don't see anything labeled cheese, but I'm not seeing everything. Hey, Kyle. Is there any sheep on the board? Nope, that's just the MMU. Bear cool. Take care. Put my phone out of the way. Hey, Tuxedo. How many people? 330 people on a impromptu Monday stream. We haven't hit a 50% attendance to like ratio though. What else do we want to see? There's a hidden buddy dog. Is it in one of the layers? Is it in one of the internal layers on the board? Hey, Mark. Napping. There. Is that? Yes, we've hit 50% ratio. Anything else we want to see in there before I close this up? What is this? What is this? So I want to see if it can take it. I'm just not going to do it. That's Wi-Fi. Oh, that's Wi-Fi, and it's got a pass-through port, it looks like. Okay. This can go back on here. What's the empty ClickMate 1/3 from the top? You talking about this one? That one. That is right in the area of the stepper drivers. Oh, interesting. So this is the MMU port. It comes up here. There's another MMU port here, it looks like, to pass through. This one, that's in the neighborhood of the stepper stuff. Oh, so on a Mark IV, both Z steppers are populated. They're probably through here and through that breakout board underneath. So they probably don't need all of them to plug in here. So I think that's because all the steppers go through that breakout board on the bottom and through this daughter board. The Core One, I don't know what would happen if you actually hooked up the MMU and tried to use it on here. I don't know what would happen, but it's supposed to be compatible, if not in configuration right now. What's interesting here is just what they've done. I mean, the MMU to here still has all the stuff to be able to plug in an MMU and do all this. Not enabled in firmware yet. Yeah, so the software side. Stepper powered fresh air inlet. There's servo. Or a little linear actuator. You can get little teeny tiny ones on AliExpress. If it ever makes it through, the airports. I have 2 orders that are sitting at the airport right now, waiting to be processed at an airport. Can you please measure how big is that compartment? Yeah, we can do that. That's a good thing. I'll use my new ruler. What do we got here? Interior dimension is about 104 millimeters wide. And let's go from the top of the NFC thing here. Up is about 198 tall. Have they simplified the cable plug going from the board to the tool head? No, it's right here. It's the same plug. Does that help? I ordered from AliExpress a set of pouch belts for the RC cars because I wanted to see if a known brand quality belt gets rid of the clicking in the transmission we're seeing. And I ordered a Toolkit RC little battery / servo tester. RC stuff is what I ordered. Okay, so with that, let's put this guy back on here. Got 16 minutes till we'll give away a roll of filament. Sounds like someone got bitten by the RC bug again. Well, if you notice, I like building the 3D printed RC cars. So we're building a 3D Sets Reaper, which is like a rat rod style truck on the Charlie's Angels member streams. So 3DP Memsha. It will be MMU3 compatible. It's not currently. He said 110 millimeters wide, about 105, maybe 104 millimeters wide. For anybody who may not be familiar with what some of the other stuff we do here, especially on the member streams, this is an example of one of the 3D printed RC cars. So this is the 3D sets, this is a 3D sets kit. And this entirety, aside from the fasteners, clear plastic windows, and electronics, is 3D printed. The 240Z. The really neat thing about these is you actually pull on the door handle to open the door, and it's got some good interior detail. There is the hood opens. Thanks for being a member, Killer Prince. Yes, Fairlady 240Z. That snaps in. Trunk opens. The battery is down in here. Customize mine with a custom plate. It is a full, it's got a geared differential, all printed geared differential in there. The Reaper compartment is better, you're right. The drivetrain is all printed. I've ran this quite a bit. I ran this down at Orange County Maker Faire. I've ran it out in my cul-de-sac. That is TPU printed tires, but you can use off-the-shelf RC tires. But yeah, this is the kind of thing we do on the member streams. And we're currently building another one of the 3D sets. That whole car there, almost all of that 240Z was printed on my Mark IV. This is the current build. 2JZ slop. How do you go about changing the license plate? I got some help from someone who is better at converting STLs to solids in Fusion, and then I just edited the file in Fusion from there. So this is what's called the Reaper, and this has, one of the cool things about this is it has an extra stepper here that adjusts by moving the top part of the shock, adjusts the ride height. So you can, with an extra couple of channels on your radio, you can make this adjust the ride height on the fly. They don't have a license for parametric. No, you'd have to do your own. Maker Viking, welcome. You bring it to Rocky Mountain. I'm planning on bringing it to Rocky Mountain. Yeah. This color is a Protopasta PLA, or HTPLA. Bob here in chat had it custom made and gave me a roll at 3D Printopia. It's a Protopasta Blood of My Enemies red, but with a black glitter in it. Need to order an RC car. Their latest model is based on a 7071 Barracuda, and I own the files for that. I bought them, of course, and we will be building that at some point. So my Charlie's Angels channel is basically building RC cars right now, but we've done foam dart blasters, stuff like that as well. Anything else we want to see on this before we slice up a print and get it going? Bob Red, yeah. Looks like the ClickMate is wrap over style crimp, same as, oh, okay. Same as the DuPont, okay. The new red you have in the Core One be nice on that truck. It would, it really would. I'm really happy with the dark red, that Blood of My Enemies red that Bob gave me though. Let's do that because he's being adorable. Hey, BLD Designs. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. We will be continuing that Reaper build this Saturday. For big builds like that, I've taken to doing multiple member streams per month. So we're going to continue. I've been doing them every other weekend. Otherwise, it would stretch out to 4 or 5 months worth of building, only doing it once per month. And that, I don't want it to take that long. So, what's the main advantage over Trident? That's a good question that I'm not really going to answer, aside from this is a commercial offering. Trident is a community project. So Trident is build it to whatever you want, whatever mods you want to do, stuff like that. This is in a little more constrained envelope. How feel the front door compared to the X1C door? I've never looked or paid attention to an X1C door. Manufacturer support, that's good. Yep. This, I mean, it's a commercial product. That's the... So main advantage is you don't have to build it. You don't have to, but you can. That's a good thing. Okay. Anything else? Let's get a print sliced. Let's get a print sliced and go. Let's power this up. I mean, I'm partial to the Trident. You saw me sign the one at Smurf. I wish I was a Trident. This is triple Z setup, but it's powered off the same stepper driver. That's okay from an electronics and load point of view. I've checked, I've talked to someone I trust that's electronics engineer, and the stepper driver, the 2130s that are in here, can handle those 3 steppers just fine. The thing that it does is simplifies the build and the cost, not individually controlling those. And it does rely on moving the bed to the end of travel to tram it. Currently rebuilding a bed flinger into a Trunksy Voron design. What's a Trunksy / Voron design? Are you meshing some stuff? When will we see power switches mounted properly on the front? The problem is to do that, well, without adding a ton of cost, you have to run mains power to do that. Otherwise, you have to run low voltage stuff and add a relay, that kind of stuff. You don't have to bang your head deciding what color to build it. It's orange, or if you're pooch, it's any color as long as it's black, right? I put stealth printers on everything. To the uninitiated, everyone thinks my printers are all Vorons. Okay, let's go here and pull up Prusa Slicer. And this is, we did a little print yesterday that I had to do. So let's go to the configuration. Let's check for configuration updates first. And there is one available. So they added MMU support for selected, oh, nice. That's good to know. Added MMU 3 support for ASA, ABS, BBOH, and PC blend filaments on the Mark IV 3.9 family. And then added the Core One. So that's what we needed. We needed the Core One in there. Hey, motocross. Okay. So now let's go to the configuration wizard. Most of my Vorons have front switches. This printer run entirely on 24 volts. Well, most of the fans are probably 5 volt. Prusa likes 5 volt fans, but the steppers and stuff are running on 24 volts. We're printing multicolor ASA on AMS for years. Okay, let's go here, and we are going to add that. I don't have any other nozzles that I want to worry about right now. And I think that's all I have to do. because I already have the Prusa profile, filament profile in there. So here's our Core One, and we're going to print with Prusa PLA, and we're going to print at the 0.2 millimeter structural. We're going to get rid of this. So I decided, after asking and getting suggestions and stuff, I decided to not take any of those suggestions, and I'm going to print a model that I made that I've been printing for folks at work. So I work in a office building, a new office building. It was built about 4 years ago, completed about 4 years ago, and it has the half-height cubicles, which are absolutely horrid. I hate them. But nobody has anywhere. No, you can't have a coat hanger anymore. You can't have any of this other stuff. So I've been modeling hooks and, let's go here, hooks and headphone jacks and stuff to hang, and they're sized and stuff to hook onto the top plate on the on these stupid half-height cubicles. So how's the sound level compared to a stock Trident? That's hard to judge because even a stock Trident can depend on what steppers you used, what everything. Liz, welcome. So I modeled this, and really this was more an exercise in modeling a print-in-place object. I wanted the hook for the headphones to be wider, but I didn't want the whole thing to be super wide. So I made it so that it rotates, and I actually have one here. And this is just coincidence. I didn't know I was going to be doing this. This one I printed, and this is what it is. So this normally prints sitting like that. This is a gorgeous filament too. This is Cookie CAD Pixie Dust, if you want to know. Hey Britt, welcome. Cookie CAD Pixie Dust, really pretty filament. And when this is done, it then rotates into place, and then you can hook this over the cubicle wall and hang your headphones there. So I tend to grab either a filament I want to show off like this, or ends of spools and stuff, and print these and take them into work and just let people have them. I have a little spot there, so that's what we're going to print for our first print. I haven't done much research on this. What kind of temps can it do? Hot end bed. Bed will go up probably to 120. The hot end will go up to 300. And the chamber is supposed to get up to 55. So, here, let's see what this ends up estimating this print time to be. Got 1 hour and 23 minutes. So, let's see. I did set this up so we can have this open. We're going to do a Polymaker filament giveaway here, but I also want to get ready to get this going. Let's go ahead and get it started. So we're going to send this to Connect. Beard Bucket, thanks for the gift of memberships. Did you want to? Oh, thank you. Thanks. Let's do the giveaway. We'll look at stock speeds, and then we'll get this print going. Then we'll chat for a few minutes. We won't finish the print live, but we'll chat for a few minutes and while it prints, and then we'll take off. So let's do filament giveaway. So the link is in the pin post and the description. Let me get things going. Thanks for the reminder there, John. Yes, I gotta keep the Charlie spin wheel. We have an alternate. We have an alternate that has. Let me see. Where is it? Appearance. Do we have? Is it? Here. Let's show you the alternate. I think it's up here. And there we are. We have an alternate. It is Felix and Oscar in a yin yang kind of position. This was from, snapped a picture midstream when they're barely fitting in their bed a few weeks ago. But that's the other one. But I know we like the Charlie. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Which one did I use? Can I cancel? Can I? Well, I guess we're gonna do Felix and Oscar today because I don't know exactly where I put, but we'll put Charlie back there. I promise. We'll put Charlie back there. We'll put him back, but I don't know where that main picture is offhand, and I don't want to take the time to find it. Okay, so I closed this when we haven't had a new entry in 3 seconds. We have 350 people here. We're almost at 200 likes. And we have about over 100 fewer people want Filament than are viewing right now. I don't understand. So no new entries in 3, 2, 1. Is it open? Oh, there we go. We got one. 3. You have enough filament. No way. You have an XL. You can't have enough filament. We've had a few now. 3, 2, 3. You should enter. 2, 3, 2, 1. That should be a quote. I have enough filament. As much filament as significant others will allow. Could be. I'm going to pretend we got one. I'm going to start over one more time. 3, 2, 1. And done. Okay, let's link this out. Let's create that. Who got first one was Truck Guy. Who got in the last one? Oh, you were fourth from last, Chris. G. Just G. Got in the last one. Are the 3D Sets RC cars okay with PLA? They are recommended to be printed in PLA. They do recommend you doing some of the gears in the differentials. They recommend Prusa PC blend, but something like that. If you can't get one of those, then they recommend PLA rather than ABS or PETG. You have to watch, of course. Don't leave them in a too hot of an environment, otherwise they will warp. So, okay, let's see. We have G28, 1 to 28, a number between 1 and 28. I just saw the G28 on the display here. 1 to 28. KB3D has so much filament, he actually sells it. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. I don't see Britt around here much. She said 15. Let's go 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and spin. Who do we got? Gingy Swaggins. Gingy Swaggins. Are you here? Congratulations. If you are here, you have won a roll of Polymaker filament. And it's actually like a coupon, depending on where you are, to the Polymaker store. But you have 2 minutes to say something. Gingy Swaggins. There you are. Congrats. And I am so good. I am all ready to send this email right now. Let me get this all pasted in for my records. Gingy Swaggins. There we are. Let's go over here. That and one more copy and paste and we are good. Congratulations. You will get an email from me in just a moment. That will give you all the instructions you need and sent. Jose almost won. I see that. Yeah, and I can't even read what was right below. Congrats. Okay, let's unpin this, unpin the message, and edit the description so I'm not. Try again, maybe I win. And get rid of this. Thank you to Polymaker for letting me give away a roll of filament every time I stream. Appreciate that big time. Okay. And close and clear that out. I will change the image. So now we can go back to here. So we are going to check speeds. So this is the default profile. This is the structural. So this is not, shouldn't be as fast as the speed, and we can check that as well. But if we go down to speeds, we are in these ranges. Now, something about Prusa and the way that they set up their things in here, I don't know if that's the case here, but often you need to go in and look at some of the other things they do. Because they do modifiers within, maybe not for this, but often if you go over here, say filaments, and you go to custom G-code, all of this, if nozzle diameter is 0.4, set your basically pressure advance to 0.036. If it's 0.5, then do this. There's all these that you have to kind of go through if you're trying to duplicate one of these built-in profiles. So I don't know if any of that is done here, but this is what the default settings are for that profile. And I'm actually going to print this at the speed profile and see what the difference is. It said, what did it say, 100 hour and 23 minutes? Hour and 23 minutes in normal. So let's change this to speed, 0.2 speed, and see what that comes up at. I think I'm going to print it in speed. An hour and 4 minutes. So we saved 19 minutes, and the difference, oh, that is significant in terms of the numbers here. My camera's hiding the accelerations. Here we go. The only ones you're missing is that 7,000 and 3,000 in the corner there. See you, Pathetic Puma. Thanks for being here. It's been long enough now that I'll be quiet if I win just to get in the secret club. You mentioned the next project, the Tic Tac. Could you talk about or link that? Yeah, we can talk about that. Let's do that. Remind me if I don't remember on my own. Remind me and I will bring up that while we're printing. What's the jerk? Who are you calling a jerk? Is that in here or is it over here in printers? Is it under machine limits? Yeah, there it is. And you can't see some of those. This is 10, and this is 2, and this is 10. So. Something to keep in mind. Now, I absolutely don't mind going through this. This is good stuff to go through. You can load any of these profiles and you don't have to have the printer to load the profiles. Okay, back here, I do want to add another wall to this. Their default profiles like to do 2 walls. I'd like to add another wall on this. And I don't think I need to add any extra infill. Let's slice it. That extra wall adds an extra 4 minutes. Yeah, that'll be fine. So see, this is the print in place mechanism. This is a speed profile right now, is what I just loaded up, and this is what we're going to send. So if we send this to connect, and we are going to do door open for this. Now this is the only printer. This will automatically filter the printers that you have in your account that are compatible with the profile you're using. So if I had multiple Core Ones, then they would all show up here. But since I only have one, we are going to select this, and we're going to set it ready and print. I do want to do a quick wipe down just to get rid of any little fingerprints I put on it. Yeah, if I wanted even more strength, I would do more walls or infill or something. But for these parts, it's fine. It's holding headphones. The headphones aren't heavy. So then we can confirm, and it will send. There it goes. And if we go back here, we'll be able to see it get started. That's probably good. You can use Prusa Core with Orca or not yet. I mean, you can send stuff to it. I don't see why not. Put together my edamames. They're incredible. I'm waiting for wireless edamames. When wireless edamames become a thing, then I'm gonna build some. But I really like my wireless headphones. What is blue prep heating up? Oh, we've been on no noise filtering for this whole time. Has that been a problem for anyone? I just realized that. Before I go, is there time before build start to have a certain fan enhance your Tic Tac frame? Maybe, however, it's kind of pointless. Much of the frame is covered on the Tic Tac. I really appreciate that, but maybe we can find another project that would be more of a difference on. Tic Tac covers much of the frame with printed parts. Hasn't been a problem. Okay, I'll leave it off for now then, since it's about to start. There's a little dance there, isn't it? That is quite a little dance for that homing routine. The slicer detected a print stability issue. I really want to know what their thing is there. Is it a volume versus first layer area? If that ratio is different than or beyond a certain level, is that what triggers that? Because I get that in almost every single print. This little warning on the slicer, you see there in the bottom, detected print stability issues. Almost every print. It's so often that I just close it. Low bed adhesion, long bridging extrusions. I think, is it talking about these? I don't know. Why did it thump the extruder that way? That's its homing routine, apparently. I don't know if it does that every time. I know on the Mark IV, it'll do an extra few bumps occasionally, but height to base ratio, maybe. It's some sort of ratio. We'll get that when the slicer thinks I need supports. Well, yeah, there's a different message, right? Overhang exceeded whatever range or something. Something I noticed on the XL, the chamber lights that are always white, they actually multicolor, but it seems Prusa doesn't use. Oh, interesting. So they're an RGB style light, but they don't actually do anything with it. How many people do we still have here? Post giveaway. Still 300 people. That's really good for an unplanned stream. These go red. These up here. I can make them red. There we go. They're red now. Oh, the XL ones. They need a nightclub mode, maybe in a UI Easter egg. Needs more lighting, I hate shadows. Yeah, I saw other people talk about, this is a prime spot right up here. Add an extra strip. Or maybe on the sides. Maybe both sides might be a good thing. I wish I was a Trident sticky note. I know. I want to know what happened to that printer. If it's just done, gone, maybe they threw that panel away. But I'd be curious. I'd be curious if anything happened with it. It would have been hilarious if it was on this printer. What is it doing? Probing points 3 of 15. Okay. It decided it didn't need to. It happened. It is a load cell sensor in the tool head. So it's probing at the nozzle. Hey, Onoko. Plate of Prusa Mark III's compatible on Core One. The plate is. The build sheet is. It's the same MK52 heat bed. It's on a different frame, but it's the same heat bed, so it's the same sheets. See you, Thomas. There we go. They do their little weird ramp down into the... Can I get any? There we go. So it's similar in function to the E3D PZ. The PZ isn't actually a load cell though. It's a piezo sensor, which is basically detecting vibrations. It's inducing a voltage based on impact or movement. So it's the same basic function and the same high level way that it, you're detecting pressure on the impact on the nozzle. But it's different ways of going about it. It is kind of weird seeing it purge over there, huh? I didn't think about that until you said that. The Mark IV purges over here on this side. Hey, Nico. The bed is different, isn't it? There's more out the back. It is the same. It's the exact same. It's just that they can get to more of the bed with this configuration. I like PZ. I have it running on 2 printers and it's working fine. Oscar is comfy, yep. We are printing a model that I designed. It is a headphone holder for cubicles, office cubicles. So this is a pixie dust version, and it prints like this. That's what's printing. And then the print in place rotates so then it can hook over a cubicle wall. What's the max temp for PZ? I knew that, but I don't know what the number to quote. I've asked that before, but I don't remember the number to quote you. There is, if you go to the E3D Help Center, e3d-online.com, their help center is pretty good. Had to design a custom hanger for my headphones there. Yeah, glass dividers would be nice just for noise. When I see the Core One more, I like my Trident. Good. It is a great red. Where's your microphone? Printer is not too loud. The microphone is behind my beard. I'll get my beard up out of the way. The sound noise canceling is off. This is absolutely their response. Yes. Hey, RJ. So we were going to look up Tic Tac. So while that's printing, we'll take a little detour over here. The Tic Tac is a individual project done by Squirrel Brain, who has been here in chat in the past watching. Get the files on printables. And if we search for Tic Tac 2.1, this is it. So this is a miniature Rat Rig V Minion. So now, if you're still here, Pathetic Puma, this is not the latest screenshots. There's a whole big piece of plastic that goes here, and it mostly covers. This is an insane little printer. It uses the Rat Rig tool head. And then it's 120, it's a V0, Voron 0 build plate. And it has MGN 15 rails and 9mm belts on Y and Z. X is an MGN 12 with 6mm belts. It is hilarious how beefy this little thing is, and it's going to be fun to build. Needs HG15, yeah. MGN 15 rails. I got one right here. That bottom rail, now that's the compact, the C carriage, but that bottom rail is an MJN 12. The top one's an MJN 15H. Yeah. If you were serious, it would have ball screws. I feel like this thing's gonna be fun to see how fast it'll go. But yeah, we're almost done collecting parts. We're cross shipping stuff. He's collected some parts, I've collected some parts. And oh, this is a better screenshot here showing the covers on the things. The covers on that Z rail there. So then you basically only see the little crossbar there from the front. I have not published this headphone holder anywhere. I could. I made a suggestion to, I think it was Matt when he was still at Prusa, saying we need a cubicle accessories printables contest. So I've been kind of waiting for a appropriate contest, because if you publish something without going into a contest, then if it comes up later, it's not eligible. So, but I could throw it, Bob made the mention, I could probably just throw it on my GitHub. Now remember, this is an individual project. There are lots of things about it that are probably things you need to pay attention to on that Tic Tac thing. So there's no support, there's no manual, it's all CAD. So go into it knowing that if you're gonna build one. Should do a competition stream with Daniel, who can build it fastest and get it printing. This is since there isn't a manual and everything, we are both going to be kind of figuring it out as we go along. Your partner is looking for one of these for Office. Yeah, when I publish this, it'll be with the Fusion file, because you'll need to be able to adjust the dimensions. You'll need to be able to adjust the dimensions of that hook for whatever different cubicle wall. Good night, Ken. I'm going to be tweaking a couple of the printed parts for our use. We're not using a Big Tree Tech Pico. I already had a Mellow Micro 4 controller, so we're going to use that. And I already had one of the RRF V3 toolhead boards, so we're both going to be using those. We are using the Rat Rig toolhead, so it'll be Orbiter 2. I think Daniel's using a 2.5 or whatever the latest version is, and Rapidos. Rapido 2s. Yeah. Hey, Federico. Welcome. What is the rough total cost of the bomb for the Tic Tac? There's some machine parts in here. You have to have done by Send Cut Send or PCBWay or whatever. I don't know what the bomb cost is though. It's going to be more than is reasonable. Just assume it's more than reasonable. I ordered extrusions from Mitsumi and cut them and machined them, like the cross holes and tapping myself. Daniel is sponsored by PCBWay, and they were kind enough to create the machined parts for us. And they're gorgeous. They are perfectly anodized and everything. So. More than reasonable describes most of the printers. Yes, yes. You don't build any of these because it makes financial sense. My mission every day is to empty people's wallet, right? Including my own. People ask me about my Micron 120 price and I change the topic. The 120 Club. I've got the Salad Fork 120. Hate to bail, but I'm getting over a cold. See you, Roller McNutt. Have a good one. You're an enabler just like me. People hate me for it. Pre-kits. I mean, I think I shouldn't talk too loud because door's open. I think it was $2,500 to build my first V2. I added it up, and because I was ordering AliExpress, individual orders, individual shipping costs, all this stuff, I think it was like $2,500 to build my first V2. And that's one of the things that Kits has done, is brought that economy of scale to it. And you can get a V2 300 kit now for $1,200. I'm talking LDO stuff. I know there's cheaper stuff out there too, but yeah. Yes, there are lots of projects out there doing Clipper on Prusa. The switch wire, I have serial number 1. Max had serial number 0 until he gave it away. I used my original, my pre-order Mark III. I used the parts for that as the basis for my switch wire build, including the controller and the display. So I did the bootloader change, because there's a bootloader change you can do on it, and loaded Clipper on it and used it. Now later I put different electronics in there and restored my Mark III, but still. You ordered a V2 Cocoa Press? Nice, Bob. I wanted to build a rail core before they had kits. The BOM cost kept me from building one. Yeah. Rail core was really interesting. I decided to go the Hevo, Hypercube Evolution route. It was going to be cheaper for me to do the Hypercube than the rail core. I wish I had use for a Cocoa Press too. I feel like, as far as I know, is well known, but in this community, as far as it's probably more relatable. I built a Hevo at the same time as you, but mine became a Trident as used the XY gantry from a 2.4. I never finished mine, and it's scattered to the wind of parts. I probably have every single part right now that is that, but it's in various boxes. Any other interesting 2020 frame 120 millimeter bed projects out there that are cool? Well, as far as I know, all the 120 builds are 1515 extrusion. So anything 120 with 2020 frame, I mean, besides this Tic Tac, I don't know anything else out there in that ratio. Cocoa Press, I don't know what the build volume is on a Cocoa Press. I don't know. That's a good question. Hey, buddy. You are being so good, and you're hanging out with me. You are very excited about this. Holy moly. You want a treat? You want a treat? You want a treat? You're gonna come down here? You come down here? Come on. Come on. You gotta come down here. You're not in view. Oh, have you decided that you've had too much of this? Come on, you gotta take it. Oh, there you go. There you go, I'll give you 2. Something I just did that I've been meaning to do for a very long time, and I'll put this, is I finally have a spot for my little liquid things and stuff. These are just spice rack holders, magnetic spice rack holders on the side of my toolbox here. This has cleaned up my little workbench here a lot. A lot. And it's a nice convenient spot for kitty treats too. Those are MDF panels, and those are for my little printer stand I'm building. Heard treat, 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 treat. You want a treat? They are 3/4 inch MDF, and that's for my 2020 extrusion and 40/40 extrusion stand over here. What are your thoughts on the Core One? Sorry if you already talked about it. I bought this because similar to, let me start over. I build printers. I really like to build kits. I'm all about RC cars all my whole life. I build things. It's a lot of fun to make something from a kit or from scratch. There have been 2 instances now where I've bought a pre-assembled printer because I thought it was cool enough that I wanted to play with it. And that's the Magneto X and now the Core One. So I think it fits a lot of uses I would have, use cases for it. So that is in a nutshell why I bought the Core One. Where do you get that tiny grease gun? On Amazon. See ya, Mark. Will polycarbonate spider crack like my acrylic panels? I would not use a chemical cleaner on it. Do something neutral. I'm not sure if IPA cracks polycarbonate. I don't think it does like it does acrylic. Were you ever in an RC drift scene in your area? I was mostly into 10th scale buggy and truck without actually going out and doing a lot of racing. I just thought they were cool and built a lot of them. My use case for my Mark III and Mark IVs have always been to just have a printer there I could throw prints at. Mostly, yes, I already gave you treats. Has always been a printer that I don't mess with, that I just throw prints at. So my intent for the Core One here is to be able to do that, but to be able to include ABS parts, ABS and ASA parts in that thing. A printer that I can leave mostly alone, and if I have another printer that I need parts for and another one's not working, I can send it to this. That's my big use case for it. Scale crawlers are my go-to. I have a Axial SCX10 II. I really like that because it's very chill. It's a lot more chill, and going camping or whatever and taking the crawler is a fun thing to do. So yeah, I agree. I like the crawler now. Just joining, might finally pick up Prusa for exactly the reason you just described. Mm-hmm. I understand the difference between a hot rod and a daily driver. Mm-hmm. Keeping an eye on him. It's really great for no headaches printing of TPU and other. Yeah, honestly, that's a good point. TPU has always been, I've always gone to my Prusas for TPU. Crawlers are awesome. Also really good for cleaning snow on my balcony. Kyosho Javelin. I think my first hobby class RC, I bought a RC10 T2. There was a T2 team kit, sport kit. It wasn't team kit, that was too expensive. I bought the sport kit. My bamboo prints TPU like a champ. The box turtle tires I printed on them look great. Awesome. Full page Zoom account. Ever want to jump in together on that stuff? Oh. I have my oldest one is I have a Tamiya Hotshot, Kyosho Hotshot or Tamiya Hotshot? Is it Tamiya? I think it's Tamiya. Hey, Out of Adam. Welcome. Yeah, this is going pretty good. What do we say? Remaining time 44 minutes. And a little. We'll end this at in 18 minutes. We still have 300 people here, so we'll watch it print for another 18 minutes. My first was a TA04S. That's a street car, right? A road. By the time I was finished with it, I don't think there was a single original part left. My first RC was a dumb mistake. Oh, I had a GT10. Yeah, I had a gas-powered RC10 GT. RC10 GT. Is that the GT10? Is that the same thing? RC10 GT was a gas truck. Did nitro for a little while. Has anyone ever told you that you're the Bob Ross of printer strings? Yes, actually. A couple of Pando nitro trucks. As soon as brushless came out, I was done with nitro. Soon as brushless and LiPo batteries revolutionized hobby RC. RC10 was a 6-gear tranny. You know, nitro, you're right. Nitro does have its appeal, but as far as just general having them, I like it a little cleaner. My friend had an Offna Hyper 7 buggy at the same time I had the RC10 GT. So we used to go bashing with those. Oh yes, for sure. Once we got away from, you get the spread spectrum radios instead of having to worry about whether you're conflicting with someone else's crystal. Hey buddy, you have got to, look at this. He's doing his best Charlie on the back of a chair impression. You got some balance there. He is needing the attention. Like brushed and nickel metal hydride batteries. There is so much to brushed motors. So much. And so many, the problem with all that old stuff, the biggest problem for someone that's not really into it is all the maintenance and tools and stuff you need to do it right. Soldering your own packs. I still have, did someone in here say that I really like, was that Adam? Do you actually do any nickel metal hydride stuff? Because I have all the jigs and the discharger, all that kind of stuff. I would be very willing to get rid of. You used to? Yeah. You know what? You got your treats, I get my treats. I forgot. Oscar is all up in this. Oop, dropped them. Scale on-road and off-road. I did not build this printer. Nope. That means I can just eat the rest of them. You can't have any of these. You know what's crazy? Is that this printer came with a bigger bag of Haribo than the Mark IV S upgrade. Mark IV S upgrade, right here. Right here. This is a Haribo bag. And they're not even full-size Haribos. Look how tiny those are. Look at that. You're doing a whole giant upgrade and you only get like 8 Haribo and they're half size. I'm not gonna really tease you. There you go. You want some? There you go. Here you go. There. That is not okay. You put in some work to do that upgrade. I haven't put in any work for this. I installed some stick-on feet and a screen. You have all sorts for me? Nice. Someday we'll have good Haribo in the US as well. Or what are we, is this as far as what sugar they use? Or that Wisconsin factory, is it open? Well, it did do a bit of heavy lifting. Yeah, our flavor selection of Haribo stuff here in the US is lacking. Check to the production country for those Haribos. Well, these are gonna be, these are Golden Byron. These are actual Golden Byron. So, I am making Oscar so excited because I'm making crinkly noises. Czech Republic. It says Czech Republic on them. So you're saying get my hot sauce into Dollar General, huh? Oh, pineapple Haribo you can get in Hawaii? Only in Hawaii. Bring out the photos from back in the day with the cars you grew up with. There's a couple, but not, I don't know. I'd have to look. What is our chamber is right at 20. It hasn't changed. Yes. You're just using me for treats. I expect to bring the Reaper to Rocky Mountain. I expect to have it finished. The Wisconsin Haribo factory is supposedly up and running. No tours though. That's a bummer. I drove by it a couple of years ago, but it wasn't open yet. Reaper sauce. We can. Hopefully we get several. What's your thoughts about print speed between Core One and Voron 2.4? This is probably about the speed I run my Vorons at. Just judging from looking at it. That doesn't mean it's as fast as it can go or they can go. This is a default profile. I'm sure folks and Prusa are going to be tweaking these profiles. Can you guys hear that? With the noise canceling off, I'm sure you can. This is a brand new printer, so these profiles are going to evolve. Hey, there we go. We got a 15% off with Steve Builds at pexpeppers.com. What? What? Have you built a Death Racer? I have. It needs rebuilt. I'm debating whether I think I have time to do that before Rocky Mountain or not. I run my Vorons what I would consider slightly faster than like spec. And in general, I do have the Trident that has the 9mm belts and stuff that it can run quite a bit faster, but and some really good ghost pepper pistachios last week. And then why are you just standing there to repair stream go? There's just a long list of projects I need to work on. So, taco hat time? No, I don't know when the next taco hat time is, but it's not right now. While I'm here, I don't have a Prusa affiliate link set up. I haven't applied for their program. But if you are interested in buying one of these, go check out Modbots or Taylor's, Canuck Creators, or Mandic Reelies, or somebody's affiliate link. If you do get interested in one of those, go seek out one of those other guys that we like to watch. Do you plan on trying some ABS in this? Oh, for sure. Like, almost exclusively. I still have two Mark IVs. Those are great PLA printers. This is gonna see a lot of ABS and ASA. I think I screwed something up with the focus, the position of the camera or something. The crossbeam is an issue as you're looking at it from the camera. Me looking through here, it's not an issue. It's not perfect. I would of course rather have a completely clear view, but that would be at the expense of this whole gantry being one piece. This is really, really well done as one piece. If you got rid of this, you would not have that stability in the gantry. Hey, buddy. For 3D printing, would ball screws be better than belts? Not necessarily. I'm not really prepared to be able to explain what the advantages or disadvantages are because I haven't really thought about it much. Our whole world has been belts. I know there's the pantheon with ball screws, but they end up being still a far more expensive option. So they don't show up on hobby class printers as much, or low cost printers. So I haven't spent a lot of time thinking about that. And I've never used a printer with them. So like Practical Printing here is saying ball screws are just too loud. I've never experienced that, so it doesn't come to mind as an advantage or a disadvantage or whatever. This filament though is absolutely hit this one out of the ballpark and how that looks. I love it. How long do belts last? They are a consumable. They are a wear item. My longest or my most used printers have about 1,700 to 2,000 hours on them. You got to remember, I have several printers, so over time, print jobs get distributed across several of them. I think that would be a good question for anybody doing like PIF or more printing like that, but I would guess several thousand hours is a good life for a belt before you're looking at swapping it out or doing general maintenance. Yeah, I would say several thousand is probably a good expectation. What do we got left? 28 minutes. Or if someone could adapt the box turtle to the Core One with the GPIO hacker board. You'd need to run Clipper on this. I'm at over 25,000 hours on my Mark III's and it's running factory belt. Wow. Yeah. How often do you re-grease your rails? More often than 3,000 or 4,000 hours. I don't have any printers with 3,000 or 4,000 hours on it. Now I will say that my blue V2 just had a Y rail fail. The other Y rail was fine. So I might have been able to get more life out of it had I greased it at some point between now and when I built it. Prusa, not so secret. If you insist on getting points for referrals, use @StevePeterson as a discount code and checkout. They'll throw Prusa meters at me. There you go. You can throw me some Prusa meters. I think I have about 2,000 Prusa meters. I'm probably going to turn it in for another sweater and some filament at some point. Everything is a consumable on a printer but the frame. Let's see. If we go to, what is this? This is my, so this is the gray V2. It's got 615 hours on it. The, gray Trident, I mean. The purple Trident has 1,700 hours on it. The blue V2 is off right now. My Legacy has about 300 hours on it. Kitty doesn't want out. Kitty wants treats. Kitty has an open door that he can go bug anyone else. What? You saw a Tic Tac brain twist. It's a miniature V minion. If you search for Tic Tac on printables, you'll find it. Most registered printables accounts that have been tied to a printer purchase have that built in. Ah. Where's Felix? He's probably laying in bed with April. That's his favorite spot. Hey, James. Okay, so we are there, and thank you everyone for showing up at a last minute pop-up stream, as Bill likes to call it, and I like that name. Yeah, yes, I have treats. So thanks for being here. I wanted to show this off. I did not want to wait for a regular stream, so now I get to find a spot for it and start using it. So we will be back for members. We are continuing the Reaper build on Saturday, which means on Friday, 2 weeks ago, Reaper build will go public. So everybody can get access to that if you like. And then on Sunday, we'll be back on the Box Turtle. So with that, thank you again. Hope you have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you on Saturday, hopefully. Enjoy the build. Bye.